Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is the Terran Basebolt and you're watching TGN. Welcome everyone to Star Wars The Old Republic Flashpoint Guide, the False Emperor in hard mode. Extra difficulty, extra loot, extra epics, extra fast. Here we go, bam bam. As always guys, if you're interested in the music currently playing, top right corner right now. Again, starting with Blue Starly, Disco Punks on Jolt, getting our merry band of brothers together here and bashing our way into that space station that Darth Malgus either built or hijacked. Who cares? That guy is gonna get a whip-in. Okay. So, as always, I just sped up the movement to 400% because that instance actually takes a while to do. Took us about 90 to 100 minutes to do that instance. Bye bye robot, just kick him down into the abyss and watch them become scrap metal. That is how we roll. You should be careful though in the second part of the instance to not throw robots or enemies over the cliffs anymore, because sometimes there are little ledges below that and they might land on these things and, well, bug out and keep you constantly in combat and stuff like that, so be careful. Now the NPCs in this instance are actually pretty dangerous. They pack quite a punch. They're actually doing more damage than the mobs, the champions in heroic, or let me rephrase that, in good old operations. And there I die. Well, that never happened, so just look away for a few seconds. Nothing ever happened. Okay, so what was I about to say? Yes, difficulty of these trash mobs is actually, well, a little crazy sometimes. These silver elites are actually much more difficult than trash mobs in operations. As always, just use any kind of crowd control that you can, and that artillery droid was backpedaling for no apparent reason, but here we go. Trek the Destroyer! It's a Trandoshan with two giant swords and he likes to do the whirlwind spin. How do you see the whirlwind spin? Watch for his blades. As soon as they become orange like that, that's the whirlwind spin. Move out of the way or you're gonna end up chop suey. Other than that, it's just a simple tank and spang encounter. You can always go ahead and just crowd control one or two of these commandos. And the rest, as I said, is just tank and spang, move away from the guy when he's doing his little spinneroonie, and kill him. And here we go, mini-boss down, another mission completed. Don't you guys just also hate it when your NPCs, your companions complete a mission and you're mid-fight, trying to concentrate on fighting, on surviving, and then Master! Master, I successfully finished my mission! Oh, Master, you're dead. I'm sorry, I'm just, back away slowly. Oh dear. I think there should be an option to just mask or hide your, finished missions. Over here you might find a chest, by the way, so make sure to loot that one. Be careful about these Sith Marauders or any kind of lightsaber swinging Sith mobs, because the problem with them is they will put your tank into force choke and then run around and happily aggro other people. So be careful about that. Next boss coming up right here, a friendly bounty hunter and his spaceship with its cannons trailed on your team, ready to melt your faces. So, how do you fight this fight? You can see there are 3 cannons up here. These 3 cannons shoot directly in front of them and they will damage the ship. So, here's the boss, Jindo Cray, a Mandalorian ship captain, and he's got his spaceship right here in this bay. The spaceship is shooting some rockets at you, no big problem. If you see a red circle on the ground, as always, get out of there. His next ability is Grapple, that just pulls one of your teammates to him and does some damage. And he's also got some warship missile barrage and all that juicy stuff. The important thing to look out for, however, is his fiery spin. Where is it? Let's wait for it. Come on, Jindo, we ain't got all day. Oops, he just took down one of our teammates. That's not good. Flame sweep. That is what you should interrupt. And now I'm going to this cannon right here to activate it and shoot his ship away from us. If you don't shoot the ship down quickly or attack it quickly with these cannons, it's gonna get a buff and it's gonna become even more deadly. There you saw a rocket coming in. Again, as always, big red circle on the ground means ouch time. And always make sure to interrupt that flame sweep. You might actually need 2 people to interrupt it because the flame sweep cooldown is a little lower than your interrupt cooldown. And there we go again, mission rewards, I love it. Flame sweep, ouchie, 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 yep. And there it is. It's gonna do about 5,000 damage or so, so be careful about that. And people always ask me, TTB, what's the minimum HP requirement for a tank to do this instance? I did it with about 14,000 or so, so not too high, but it's gonna be difficult. If you've got some PvP gear, that is an added bonus. Right now, with buffs and stuff, I'm almost borderline 20k HP, by the way. And bashing down Jindokray, when he's pulling his shield, he's actually absorbing everything, so at that point, your other guys that also have healing abilities, and they're not the main healer, but actually go ahead and just heal your teammates a little bit. I mean, there's nothing else to do, so why not just be an asset to your team, not be an ass? And as always, make sure to kick that flame sweep. There, I ate it right in the face. Well, sometimes it just gets through. And you also need to push your DPS a lot. This is also a enrage-friendly encounter, so keep that in mind and do a lot of DPS. Pull your cooldowns when ready, of course. And by the way, at 30% he might actually single out one of your teammates and start blasting away at them. There's not much you can do about it except blow cooldowns and heal. Maybe intervene with your tank, whatever. Serious, you lazy bastard, why are you lying around again? Oh well, gonna kill us a Mandalorian. Here we go. Woo, and that was the enrage. Woo, that was close. There we go, some light armor, gloves. Not too shabby, nothing to get too excited about though. Take your crystals, never forget to loot your crystals, and then go ahead and start more killing. And of course, guys, there is a bonus quest in here, as always. And by the way, if you're pulling mobs over a bridge, something like that, just kick them off, no problem there. So, the bonus quest. You see there, you just have to kill some stuff, again, kill some consoles. And if you do that multi-stage bonus quest, you will get to fight a bonus boss that is quite tricky, so bring some good DPS and good teammates for that one. Jumping in, AoEing everything down like a boss. Here we go. Crop control is up on the artillery druid, and then we can go ahead and kill it. Into the next elevator shaft, and upwards we go. That pull right here, I would actually tell you guys to stay back so these NPCs can come towards you and then you can take them out. Because if you jump right in, let's just say it's gonna kill your tank or your healer, depending on who's got initial aggro, but it's gonna kill you. New mini-bosses coming up, 2 guys, one of which will always hit you in melee, the other one will be stationary, casting some blue bolts of energy at you, which will do some damage. So what do? First of all, pull the other guy out of that area that the one guy is making right here. Might actually pull a Rage Shield Wall or something like that and just DPS the one guy down. At some point in time, that one guy will go ahead, start channeling his blue stuff, and the other guy will become active and start hitting you. It's basically just tank and spank, the emphasis being on a lot of tanking because these guys actually hit like trucks. So at that point I'd actually say this is a little gear check for you and your tank. There you see it, other guy becoming active, the other guy getting inactive and starting to throw his blue balls of death around. Same procedure as always. Bash down the other guy that is attackable. And after you switch, you should be able to take down the first guy. Now guys, there is an advice from me. If you have problem taking down these two guys, just outrange them. If you outrange them by 50 yards or so, the stationary guy will not still go ahead and put his blue balls of doom into your faces. So that's a nice little trick if you're having problem with this encounter. But of course, if you have so little DPS to actually survive or take these guys down fast enough, then you might have a little problem with the next boss. Now you're wondering what's the next boss? Well, I won't tell you. I'm gonna show you. But for that to happen, we just need to fight our way through the core again, the upper reactor core this time. And this pull is actually quite dangerous. 3 gold elites, so use crowd control. Maybe throw down one of these guys, but make sure it doesn't land on these horizontal struts on the right hand side of the abyss, because otherwise it will just go ahead and bug out. And beware that Sith Marauder over there. Again, as always, he's gonna choke out your tank. And here we go, next boss coming up. Who is it, you might ask? Well, it's a good old friend. Yes, that's right, HK-47 is back. He's bigger, he's better, and he's got 2 friends. So how do you take down HK-47 in this particular instance on Darth Magus' space station? Well, first of all, he's still got his highly damaging abilities, and he's also gonna call in rockets, and he's gonna call in 2 cannons. As always, make sure if you see him cast something, try to interrupt it if possible. The snipe, of course, is again uninterruptible. And if you look at the buffs on this boss right now, he's actually completely uninterruptible, so, well, bad idea. Blue circle means you're targeted, red circle means rocket coming in. Boom. Well, it's not a rocket actually, it's a plasma blast, but hey, both things have one thing in common. It's gonna hurt like hell, so move out of there. So let's put our feet down on the speedometer. Now you see these 2 automated defense turrets. You need these rockets to kill the shields on these defense turrets. You don't need to take down the defense turrets, actually you don't have enough DPS to do so. So just pop their shields so you can kill them after you've dealt with HK-47. If you don't do that, you'll have to leave the instance. At around 35%, he's gonna go into stealth/assassination mode. He's gonna do a lot of damage. If he's enraged, he's gonna insta-gimp you guys with that move, so make sure to do a lot of DPS. Actually, if your healer has some time, the healer should do some DPS too. So Sirius is gonna go down again. There we go, 6,000, another tick, 9,000. Yep, that shit hurts like hell. It's a dot, by the way, from the looks of it, so maybe you can disco it, who knows. Combat res in HK-47 still up, and there is the enrage, 25k HP left. Blowing cooldowns like a madman, and bam, he's down. Well, now he's down, after one-hitting 2 more guys. One-on-one, TTB wins! Well, and now I have to take down these turrets all by myself. Oh well. What can I say? To quote X-Men, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch! Oh well, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to come out. Well, whatever. HK-47 is down and I get to loot some stuff. Well, it's actually a main hand weapon. Good old blaster rifle. No blasters! So, HK-47 is down. Let's keep going. Come on, guys. Let's run around here. Left side, right side, doesn't matter. Wait for the patrol to come back and then take it out. There we go. And bye-bye. You should try out that throwing down of these guys. Just push them into the abyss. I mean, it's just that good and that funny. Beware of these turrets, they actually pack quite a punch, so you might want to crowd control one or two of these. Now in here you have to destroy 6 command consoles. They're always hidden in these corners, and you'll have to kill a lot of thrash mobs. And well, be careful about this thrash because it is quite difficult. And there's another chest hiding there. Okay, here we go. Imperial troopers, Imperial guards, Sith lords, robots, droids, the whole deal. That right here is another mini-boss. Good old Chondrus Berani. Just don't stay in melee range, interrupt his spinning blades, and kill it. Or him, or whatever. Doesn't matter. And after you're done with him, well, more fun times, yet more trash. I actually think they overdid it a little bit with the trash amount in this instance here. Well, it feels like you're fighting forever. And these guys evaded twice, thrice, so we just said, okay, fuck this, we're just gonna move through there. Yeah, watch out for that Sith Lord with his 2 Marauders. Double choke on your tank isn't funny. That is the last console you need to slice, and at that point, well, let's just say open sesame for the bonus boss, Double B. And it is a Sith entity, an echo of the dark side. And yes, that's what you have to kill. There's 3 consoles in the room, you use them, that will unlock the entity, and then you can go ahead and destroy it. So what does that guy do? His melee attacks aren't that powerful, he's got a force lightning that actually hits pretty hard, especially when he's enraged. If it hits you when enraged, it's gonna kill you. And tank it away from your group, as you saw, he's got a nice smash AoE attack. And don't pull aggro, damn it. 1,337 damage, and here he goes. He splits himself up into 3 distinct entities, one of which is a healer. If you're looking from the entrance, the rightmost guy is the healer, the other guy is a melee guy, and the last guy is a Sith sorcerer casting lightning at you. So the way to deal with these guys is first take down the healer and interrupt him from healing, then you take down the melee guy, and then you take down the guy that's shooting lightning into your face. And after you're done with that, the entity comes back and we're back to square one. Rinse, repeat. There is the entity, 66%, and go DPS. And you need to DPS like crazy with that boss. His enrage timer is ridiculously low. There we go again, splitting up, rightmost entity, that's the healer. Taking him down, interrupting him. These guys are actually fully CCable, so if you want you could also go ahead and just CC the sorcerer and therefore keep him from, let's say, melting your face with force lightning. 41% to go after his third split up. He's gonna go in rage when he's gonna be back, so that is going to hurt. Splitting up at 18%. Now at this point, if you wanted to, you could actually just delay the fight until your hardcore cooldowns are ready again. If you just crowd control one of these entities for a long time. We just decided on, well, you know what? Fuck it, let's go for it. So, we take him down. All cooldowns ready. Blowing my cooldowns like a boss. He's enraged now. Watch my HP bar. And the lightning comes in. Pow! Yeah, guys. So when he's enraged, hopefully you've got some cooldowns running at that point. Otherwise, you're just plain and simple, you're just dead. Well, got me a new implant. Gonna install that right away. Just open up my head or so, I guess, and then just put in some steel and circuits, well, wire, whatever. Sirius is again shooting blaster bolts from his kneecaps. Nice bug, actually. If you want to get rid of that bug, there is one easy thing you can do. Just sit down and your kneecaps will stop shooting. Running around, throwing down robots into the abyss. Well, now you're a robot, and now you're scrap metal. As long as I don't end up being death metal, everything's okay. So, taking down this Forsaken Sith Lord, up to the throne room and the final boss. Yes, you're gonna go ahead and take down the guy that was in your collector's edition, Darth Malgus. He's made himself Emperor. He wants to be the leader or the Emperor of the whole galaxy. And there's something I have against that because I want to be Emperor, so that guy needs to be gone. Malgus the Betrayer, in the name of the Empire, I will destroy you. Here we go. So how do you position for that fight? Malgus has got a nasty knockback, so that means one thing and one thing only, ass to walls. Tanking him with my back to that wall at the stairs, my team on the other side, and just go ahead and DPS him down. He's got one move where he's going to single out one guy who's got to fight against him, so either just stay and fight, or if you're a healer, heal against his DPS that's coming in, or just try and kite him around a little bit, no problem whatsoever. There's a thing though that you really need to watch out for, and that is coming in at about 60% of his health. It's also called the Doomcast. He's casting a spell called Unlimited Power! And if you watched Star Wars Episode 3, then you know that this does not bode well if some Sith Lord yells that one. And if that cast actually gets through, your whole group will be dead. Instant. So, interrupt that cast, that is very important. It's not gonna come that often. You have to interrupt it maybe 5 or 6 times, so no problem about that. There you saw it. My team is getting choked out. Malgus actually started his Ravage cast. I just moved out of the way. It's like, okay, you're gonna go ahead and go into a spinning frenzy over there. Well, okay, I'm just gonna move over here and laugh at your face. Well, this is how it should be. 2 Sith Lords locked up in an epic duel. Would you please come back here? Your beef is with me. Leave my party out of it. Just eat a few rockets to your ass. So, he's choking me out, and now he's going ahead and doing his thing with Z. He just heals against his laughable DPS and just ignores him. And we're below 60%, so watch out for his casts. There it was, unlimited power. It's very easy to see he's gonna put his arms in a wide stance and start channeling lightning. But just interrupt it. It's not gonna come that often, as I said. Now we're zeroing in on the kill. So you might ask yourselves, how do you kill an Emperor, even if it's a false one, where there is only one way to do that in Star Wars? So, at about 15%, you start moving that guy towards the bridge. And if you get an evil smile on your face now, yes, exactly, we're gonna show him the Vader. So, 15%, still watch out for his kicks, because they're gonna kill you. There was unlimited power again, they would have killed us if it went through. After you position him, make sure you're standing with your back turned towards the middle of the bridge, not the other end. That will be unhealthy. Come on, buddy. Stay there. I just told you to stay there. Be a good Sith Lord and stay. And then it's bye-bye, sucker! And we finished the False Emperor on hard mode. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be seeing you soon. TTB out. And don't forget, we are YouTube, way.tgn.tv. Peace out.